Did you know that 95% of purchasing decisions are made in the subconscious mind? That's right, your customers are making decisions you don't even realize. And here's the kicker, they're not always making logical choices. In fact, 60–70% of all consumer decisions are based on emotions, not facts. What if I told you that with just a few small tweaks in your marketing, you could trigger these deep-seated psychological responses and boost your sales instantly? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not. In this video, we're diving into 6 psychological triggers that will make people feel like they have to buy from you. From fear to trust, these hidden strategies are used by the world's biggest brands to control consumer behavior and push them over the edge to buy. Ready to learn how to unlock the power of psychology to increase your sales? Let's dive in. Chapter 1, The Fear of Missing Out, FOMO, How Urgency Fuels Desperation. Let's face it, people hate missing out. That's the core of FOMO, fear of missing out. And guess what? It's a powerful marketing tool. Studies show that urgency triggers instant action, forcing customers to act fast before it's too late. Have you ever been on a website and suddenly a countdown timer pops up? It's not a coincidence. That timer is leveraging FOMO to create pressure. Research shows that urgency can boost conversions by up to 332%. When you create a sense of urgency with a limited time offer, or only a few left, it makes people think, I have to act now or miss out. Think of Black Friday sales. Everyone flocks to stores or websites because they feel they'll lose a great deal if they wait. But don't overdo it. Too much urgency can lead to consumer fatigue, making them ignore your offers. The key is to strike a balance. A study from the Journal of Consumer Research showed that urgency works best when it's paired with scarcity. For example, only 3 items left at this price. This makes the product feel more exclusive and drives action. FOMO also taps into people's innate desire to belong. When you tell potential customers that a product is selling out fast, or limited edition, they don't want to miss the chance to own what everyone else is after. It's like the principle of social validation. If everyone else is buying, you want in too. Lastly, consider the success of flash sales. Flash sales exploit both urgency and the fear of missing out. Brands like Amazon and Zara use this technique often. It forces you to make decisions faster and, as a result, often leads to more sales. Chapter 2, Anchoring, How to Make Your Product Look Irresistible. By comparison, anchoring is a sneaky psychological trick used by marketers to set expectations. It works like this. When people are faced with 2 options, they tend to rely heavily on the first piece of information they receive to make their final decision. This initial anchor influences their perception of value. Take a look at this. If a customer is shown an expensive product first, say a $1,000 luxury item, they're more likely to view a $500 item as reasonable. Even though $500 might still be high, it seems like a better deal compared to the anchor of $1,000. This is called price anchoring. It's one of the most effective tactics in sales. In fact, Harvard Business Review found that price anchoring can lead to a 20% increase in conversions when done right. One common example is the middle option strategy in pricing. Offering 3 products, a low-priced one, a middle-priced one, and an overpriced one. The middle-priced one ends up looking like the best deal, even though it may not be. Here's the kicker, anchoring works even if the initial price or value is entirely irrelevant. The Journal of Consumer Research states that just seeing a high number can trick people into thinking they're getting a better deal. Marketers have used this technique in everything from hotels to car dealerships to influence customer decisions. To get it right, you don't need a fancy math degree. Just display an expensive version of your product or service first, then follow with the affordable option. This small adjustment makes the cheaper option look like a steal. Chapter 3, The Authority Effect, Why People Trust Experts, and How You Can Be One. We all like to think we make decisions based on logic. But the truth is, we often rely on authority figures to guide us. People trust experts. And that's the heart of the authority effect. Whether it's a doctor, celebrity, or industry leader, people are more likely to listen to someone they perceive as an expert. A study from Cialdini's Influence reveals that people are 50% more likely to buy a product when it's recommended by an expert or influencer they trust. This is why influencers and brand ambassadors are such a huge part of marketing today. They use their perceived authority to sway opinions and boost sales. But you don't have to be a celebrity to use this strategy. Establishing authority in your niche can be done by sharing expert content. Writing a blog, publishing a book, or even appearing in podcasts are all ways to show you know what you're talking about. Studies show that people are more likely to purchase from businesses that offer valuable content and insights. Another simple way to leverage the authority effect is through social proof. When you feature testimonials from industry leaders or customers who've had great results, you're borrowing the authority of others to build trust with potential buyers. Even certifications and awards can make a huge difference. If a customer sees that your product has been certified by a trusted organization or approved by an expert, they're more likely to feel comfortable making a purchase. According to Nielsen, 92% of consumers trust recommendations from people they know, and 70% trust online opinions from strangers, like reviews. The key here is consistency. To truly build authority, your message must be consistent across all channels. Share your knowledge often and become a voice people trust. Over time, this can convert your reputation into a powerful sales tool. If you're enjoying these strategies, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Chapter 4, Reciprocity. The "you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours" sales strategy. Reciprocity is one of the most powerful psychological triggers in marketing. It's simple: when someone does something nice for you, you feel the need to return the favor. This principle is used extensively by brands to create lasting relationships with their customers. A great example is giving away free content. Offering free ebooks, webinars, or samples can make your potential customers feel like they owe you something. And guess what? This sense of indebtedness can lead to them buying from you. In fact, Cialdini's influence suggests that reciprocity is one of the most deeply ingrained psychological principles we have. In retail, free trial offers are one of the best examples of reciprocity at work. When a customer gets something for free, they feel a natural obligation to return the favor, often by purchasing the full product. A Harvard Business Review study found that businesses that use free trials see a 60% increase in customer conversion. It doesn't stop there. Reciprocity also applies to social media. Offering exclusive content or a sneak peek into new products can build goodwill. Consumers are more likely to engage with brands that they feel are giving back, not just taking. This doesn't have to be a huge gift to be effective. Small tokens, like a free consultation or a discount code for future purchases, can also trigger reciprocity. Remember, the act of giving doesn't always have to be physical. Sometimes, it's the information or value you provide that counts. Reciprocity is also key to building customer loyalty. By creating a cycle of giving and receiving, you develop trust. Trust leads to repeat customers and, ultimately, higher lifetime value for your business. This strategy doesn't just make people buy, it makes them stay. Chapter 5, Social Proof. Why we all want to follow the crowd, and how you can lead at social proof is simple. We look to others to guide our decisions, especially in uncertain situations. If we see a lot of people doing something, we feel more confident doing it too. This is why social proof is such a crucial trigger for marketers. When you see a product with a lot of positive reviews, your immediate instinct is that it's good. People trust the experiences of others, especially when they feel like they're part of a group. According to a study by Bright Local, 79% of consumers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. A great way to use social proof is by showcasing customer testimonials. Whether it's on your website or social media, showing how happy others are with your product can convince potential buyers that your product is worth it. A good review or testimonial can have a powerful effect on someone's decision-making process. Influencers also play a big role in social proof. A 2020 Nielsen study found that 70% of consumers trust product recommendations from influencers they follow. Even if you don't have a huge budget, micro-influencers, those with smaller, niche audiences, can be incredibly effective in building social proof. The more people see that others are buying your product or service, the more likely they are to follow suit. This is why things like bestseller, tags, or number one choice labels are so successful. They give the impression that everyone else is making the right choice, so why shouldn't they? Don't just stop at testimonials or influencer marketing. Social media is a powerful tool for real-time social proof. When people see your followers, likes, and shares, they feel like your product is a popular and trusted choice. Engaging with customers on these platforms creates a feedback loop that continuously strengthens the credibility of your brand. Chapter 6, Scarcity versus Abundance. The psychology of desirable products. Scarcity and abundance both play unique roles in shaping consumer decisions. While scarcity creates demand, abundance makes consumers feel like they have endless choices. But how do you balance these two forces to optimize your marketing strategy? Scarcity has always been a powerful trigger in marketing. The Journal of Consumer Research reveals that consumers place a higher value on items that are perceived as rare or in short supply. When people think they might miss out on a product, they're more likely to buy it. You've seen it before, only 2 left in stock. It makes people act quickly. But scarcity doesn't just apply to the number of products. You can also use time as a scarce resource. Flash sales, limited time discounts, and exclusive events are all ways to create that feeling of, I have to buy now before it's gone. However, it's important not to overdo scarcity. If consumers feel they're constantly being bombarded with limited time offers, they may begin to feel manipulated. This is where the concept of abundance comes in. Offering a wide variety of products or a broad selection of services can give customers the feeling that they have plenty of options, even when you use scarcity. The key is knowing when to apply scarcity and when to highlight abundance. For instance, if you're offering a high-end product, it makes sense to market it as a limited edition or exclusive item. But if you're selling something more practical, you might want to focus on your product variety to appeal to a wider audience. One successful example of scarcity is Apple's product launches. When a new iPhone is announced, the company limits the supply initially, creating demand. Yet, Apple always has plenty of inventory ready to meet the overwhelming demand. It's a perfect mix of scarcity to fuel desire, and abundance to ensure everyone can get their hands on one eventually. Finally, scarcity doesn't always mean having fewer products. It can also refer to making customers feel like the opportunity to purchase is fleeting. Create that emotional urgency with phrases like, act now before prices go up, or, this deal ends in 24 hours. These 6 psychological triggers are powerful tools that can help you skyrocket your sales. By using FOMO, anchoring, authority, reciprocity, social proof, and scarcity strategically, you can influence customers and make them feel like they have to buy from you. Remember, these are not just theories, they're backed by science and proven to work. Now, go ahead and implement these strategies to see the difference in your business.